Welcome back, everybody. Today I'm going to help you develop your bulletproof strategy to start making those body shots land. Our episode partner today is XMartial. Fantastic gear, such unique designs. Link down below where you can use my promo code Gabriel Varga to save 10%. If you're in the market for new gear, whether it be gloves, shin pads, training apparel, even street or gym clothing, they're exactly who you need. So trying to land a body shot without sort of this strategy of how to practice it is just really a shot in the dark. I've seen so many people out here and they're on the outside and they're trying to step in and get this body shot off and they get tagged in the face, and essentially I just see them give up. And then it's just all head hunting for the rest of the round. We need to have a strategy to get down to that body. And the very first step is quite simple. It's just making sure you have power down to the body. Now you might be going, well, of course I have power down to the body. I can hit a 10 out of 10 power here, and I can hit a 10 out of 10 power down to the body. But what happens to many people is they get worried about counter shots. And without even realizing it, they compromise their body shot. How do they do that? More often than not, I see them change what should be a body shot like this, and they lean off to the side, they keep their head off that center line, and then they try and throw. So it's like 1, 2, and there's no power. There's no power when I stay here and try to throw. So you need to make sure the power on your body shot, whether it be the cross, whether it be the hook, it actually has some substance. If there's no substance behind it, I'll just full on take a body shot. You hit me with one that's weak, next time I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna take it and I'll hit you at the same time. I'll just flex as I throw. Easy counter, easiest counter ever. So make sure you have that power in your shot and you're not compromising. This is all technique and sticking to that technique, particularly head up if you're throwing a body shot. Doing anything else is gonna feel really awkward. The next thing that you wanna do is disguise your body shot. Now you don't have to do that. There are always options of just stepping in and doing the no setup body shot, but disguising it when you're learning to land is so important. How do we disguise it? Well, the most simple combo, if we're going off a left body hook, is to step in, jab, cross. That's it. I just step in, pop, pop. Once I'm here, I unwind this shoulder backwards, bring the left shoulder in front, hit my body shot, and that is it. Simple disguise, distract and land. Once you have that down and you have that confidence to step in, you're gonna be set. Remember that many people struggle on their entry simply because they keep their heads square up. They go 1, 2, they get hit and they go, no, I don't like that. Head off the center line on the first punch if you want. 1, 2, and then down to the 3. The next area where many people struggle is trying to figure out their range. What range should I throw my body shot at? A lot of people think the tighter you are, the better it'll be because you're at less risk of these counter shots. But what that does is it makes your jab cross, which is long, have an extra beat before you can get to your body hook. You're not gonna throw your jab cross from here, and you definitely, if you wanna close the distance, have to take a step. But what I would prefer to see you do is learn to throw all the punches at the same range. You can make an adjustment later on, but for an early strategy, I step in 1, 2, and I throw right at that same position. So my punch beat is not 1, 2, pause, 3, it's a 1, 2, 3. And when you have somebody worried about their head and they start guarding up at the head level, whether it be parrying, high guard, elbow blocking, doesn't matter, their torso is going to open. So that consistent beat is imperative. And of course, the range, if you feel like you're struggling on your body shot because you're going, oh, this is a good jab cross range, but I can't land my hook, just extend your arm out. You don't need to throw every body shot with this with this 90-degree angle. You just extend out a little bit and you just curl your wrist. And I can get massive power at this jab range to the body. I can shift this whole thing just simply by curling this wrist over and going with a slight bend to the elbow. Now the next thing to consider is the counters, because it only takes one time for you to go 1, 2, 3, boom, you get hit and you're like, I don't want to do that again. Because yes, when you throw low, your head is going to be more open than when you throw high. But you can do a couple things to negate the risk. Number one, hands back to your head as soon as you're done. Be very prompt. 1, 2, hands here. As soon as I throw my hook, the right side of my head is protected, and then right back. High guard, right back to your head is step number one. Step number two is exit quickly. 1, 2, 3. That fast exit, a lot of times will not give them times to get those counters off. But in addition, if you take the shoulder and you snug it up during your left body hook and you tuck your chin right down, you might feel a little bit more protected to any counters as opposed to being up here. So really play with where your shoulder goes, where your head goes, and all these options to mitigate the chance of the counter landing. If you put everything together that I just said, you start practicing it on the bag, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and start picking it up. And then you just try executing and sparring. I think you will be surprised at the success that you can have. It worked for me. There's no reason it can't work for you guys. That's all. Thanks for joining. I will see you back here soon for another video.